Run like a chocobo?
I have a lot of issues with the intermission Yuffie Playarts Kai, and I cannot wait to see if some of those things have been improved on this one. Well, technically I can. I got this one around like 4 months ago, and I have prioritized other figures in the meantime. So apparently I could wait, but now I can wait no longer. Oh man, is it broken or is it like... Oh, it's not broken. There you go. I got it back in. So much freaking plastic to remove. That took forever. I understand why it's there, but I actually kind of hate it. I think her face, maybe she looks a bit older in the new one. I think there's something about the nose, maybe. This one is more like youthful and points upward, and this is more kind of straightforward. I had no idea that that would be a thing. It does seem like the hair sculpt is exactly the same. However, this one seems a lot more sharp, like it's a better casting of it, and the paint seems a lot better. The hair also seems less puffy on this one, but I think they've actually simply made her face and the rest of her head bigger. Her face over here looks like she's more like sunken in, if you can see that. She seems like she's grown a lot in the few days since we last saw her, so that is interesting. And this is more of the proof that when they upgraded the designs for Rebirth, they actually upgraded the entire model and details that you would never really notice unless you were, you know, scrutinizing them like this. Because I would say both of these really look like Yuffie the way I remember her, so that is great. Underneath all this cloth, Yuffie is wearing like a simplified version of her original design, and by that I mean like you can see that her shorts are unbuttoned. You can see that she's wearing all this, but the further up you go, it's actually not there. Like, she's not wearing her pauldron underneath this. She is detailed to a higher degree than what you see, but she's not so detailed that you can take this thing off. And this is also the figure that forced me to start using bases to hold the figures up. With her skinny chicken legs and with her top-heavy cloth design, she was super unstable, and I was actually afraid of putting her on my shelf. The new one is probably more stable, but now I've started using bases, and that is the norm for me, so I'm gonna use a base for her as well. This is her remake Shuriken. I remember being really happy with that. And this is her Rebirth Shuriken. And I'm happy to announce that there is actually a difference between the two. And I'm not just talking about this ever so slight color variation of these wraps. Look at the materia combination. It's the same materia, but arranged differently. That is interesting. She comes with the same amount of hands, and also these things, whatever the hell you want to call them, they have gotten the upgraded designs. It's not the same. But the pictures that advertised this figure didn't actually show that the hands on her left arm were gonna be different. So happy to see that. Here is the additional face for the Rebirth one. I think that looks pretty amazing, actually. Her eyes look pretty good. The mouth actually has some really good depth. That's insane, actually. I've never seen such a deep mouth. This is gonna sound wrong. But I've never seen such a... And this is the alternate face and head, actually, for the remake version. And here is my biggest issue with this one. And maybe some of you can see what's wrong with it. Yeah, that's right. I didn't get the hair for this piece. And before you say, well, you're supposed to use the hair from this one and just attach it inside. Nope, there's no space for that. I'm pretty sure there has to be some sort of specially made part that's supposed to fit in this very little space inside here. And I simply do not have that piece. That is actually my biggest gripe with this, because that means if I ever wanted to display her with the Moogle outfit fully on, she's gonna have to be bald. And this is interesting. Can you see that? Oh, whoops. Other than her broken finger? What the heck? What? It's not supposed to be like that. I can fix that, don't worry. All you gotta do is dip it in some hot water for a while and hold it like this and let it cool down, and then once you release it, it will stay. Anyway, what I was about to point out is that they have changed the way that they did this materia. This one is completely see-through, but here it is actually the same thing, because as you can see, the light is going through it right here, but they've added this metallic shine over it, which is a very different effect, actually, as you can see. This face is really cool and unique, but I really like this face too, and it's so subtly very different from the other face that I really like that. I really like the the subtle difference that they have done here. And this face isn't really gonna fit with the neutral holding Materia pose that I plan on doing, so because I think I'll probably have to put this in some hot water and unbreak her finger. I'll do all the posing off screen and then I'll just put her in the collection. Even though I moved Sonon to a completely different part of the collection, I was still barely able to make this one fit. I am truly running out of space. But I feel like I've been running out of space for a couple of years now, so I think I'll figure something out, but I constantly have to be rethinking the way that I'm displaying stuff. So it's hard to commit to something, but right now I'm really loving this little display. I'm obviously hoping for more, like we saw with the very recently announced static arts of Aerith. I'm hoping for a similar static arts of Yuffie with Cloud and Barret and so on. I'm not even gonna mention Tifa because we all know it's coming. We're getting a Tifa as well. Don't you worry. They're not skipping a Tifa. Don't you frickin' worry, alright? They would never skip a Tifa, alright? But I feel like I have not gushed enough about how much I love this specific figure, and I honestly feel bad for waiting this long, because this is now officially my new favorite Yuffie figure. And it is because of the new face and the attention to detail on her little top thing with the pauldron, her new arm sleeve thing. Even though the articulation and some weird parts here and there, I just love the way that it looks. And especially her face, like I said, and her expression is so freaking good. So yeah, I'm sorry I didn't open you sooner.